I've always had a passion for helping kids, and I think that kind of started in 7th grade when my family had like a tragedy that we went through, and so my school psychologist played a really huge role. It was at that point that I really figured out that I had a passion for doing the same thing. I wanted to help kids the same way that my school psychologist helped me. I want a kid to look back 10, 15 years down the line and say, my school psychologist made a huge impact on my life. There's a traditional kind of perception of what a school psychologist is, and that is, we test kids, we place them in special education, we give them IEPs. Our job is so much more than that. If I choose to work with younger kids, my role will mostly be, consulting with teachers, making sure that these kids are succeeding in the classroom. As the kids get older, my role starts to morph a little bit. It just kind of depends on what age group I fall in love with. We're placed in a classroom setting our first practicum semester, which is spring of your first year. It's eye-opening for us to see what teachers deal with on a daily basis so that we can give them reasonable recommendations and realistic ones and not just pile more on top of their plates. So I was able to forge relationships with an actual school psychologist at that point and do like intelligence testing, achievement testing, social emotional assessments, all of that really cool stuff. And now this semester I get to do counseling. So we're kind of trained in all of it. The way that the Easterns program is set up, you have the same group of people all of your classes for the entire 2 years that you're in class here. We get to know each other. We've developed like a second family. And I think that's really helped us because we've been able to practice those collaboration skills that we're gonna need in the school setting. So having that social, foundation is really, really helpful. I know that I could go to any one of my faculty members or my professors and come to them with like a problem or something that I was just concerned about or something I was excited about. They have created a climate that is just fantastic. It's really neat to see what we've learned in class translate into the real world setting, and I think I've definitely begun to see that. It really started to hit me when I got to my assessment practicum, because at that point we were doing assessments like IQ tests, we were doing achievement tests, social emotional assessments, and so what we learned in class really started to translate to what we were doing in our practicum site and in the real world, and that was really cool to see. My time throughout the program has just been fantastic. My professors and my cohort members have become like a second family to me. And there are a lot of people that might be discouraged by staying at a school that's closer to home or, coming to Charleston, Illinois to do, a graduate program or whatever it is. But Eastern's program is one of the best in the nation, accredited by all these different organizations. And looking back on my time, wouldn't change a thing about it.